in Labyrinth City. The tavern has been giving you free drinks, but your stories are running out. Time to make some new ones. Roll plus charisma. On a 10 plus, hold 3, and on a 7 to 9, hold 1. I'll explain what hold is in a minute.
Charisma. Here we go. Wait, what do I have to roll plus?
2d6 plus charisma, whatever your charisma stat is.
Okay. There's my charisma. And 2d6.
What is love letter?
Yeah, you get nothing. So basically in Dungeon World, hold is a currency which is used for some moves. No, you don't get to re-roll.
Oh.
Yeah, so if you had gotten at least 7 to 9, you would have gotten hold 1, and you can see at the bottom there it says you can spend your hold to recall something useful about the terrain, animals, or plants in the valley that you heard at the tavern. So it would have been good for you to know, but apparently you were too drunk to remember anything you heard at the tavern.
Okay.
All right, I guess we'll go right across the screen from my perspective. So the next is Romerick. Dear Romerick, your trip back to the forest was short and filled with muttered curses. When you stepped foot in the glade, though, you had an overwhelming vision concerning the safety of your family. 2 threats will become upon the forest, but who and why? Roll plus wisdom to interpret the vision.
Let's roll again. I know the wisdom plus, but
2d6 plus your wisdom.
Where's the character sheets? Yeah, see your name.
I will put a link in the...
Pretty sure I'm just +2, but yeah.
Do you have your character set up on roleplay?
Oof. That's a bad roll.
So there's the character sheets.
Bad roll.
All right, that's all right. 7 does you a little bit.
Yeah.
So on a 7 to 9, choose 1. So you know the first calamity that will happen, you know the first instigator, or you know the second calamity that will happen, or you know the second instigator. Those things.
The instigator is like the person or monster, whatever that.
The person behind the calamity, yeah. Whoever's doing it to the forest.
I'll learn a calamity. The instigator.
The first instigator, or the second one.
First one.
The first one, right? So the first instigator is the shadows. You saw in your vision, you very clearly remember an overshot of the forest, and it's just in a black fog completely. And you can see spots in the darkness of red eyes peering through the black fog. Something is maddening the animals, yeah. So you know that the shadows are very bad, very, very bad.
Okay.
Next is Kabul.
Okay.
Dear Kabul, the others have begun their preparations to go and slay the Titan Shigaru. But you have better things on your mind. Coin. Lots of coin. Choose a nefarious activity that you've been performing and roll the corresponding stat. We'll see how well you did. If you went pickpocketing in the marketplace, roll plus dex. If you ran some cons, roll plus charisma. Or if you planned a heist, roll plus wisdom. Whatever you did, you learned something from it. Mark 2 XP. So, by the way, I think last time you were in the first session, but you haven't been in any since. So,
yeah.
We've got an Excel, not an Excel, a Google Sheets spreadsheet with all our characters on it now.
Okay.
You can keep your Roll21 going if you want, but I'm going to reference all the notes in the spreadsheet. So if you can keep that up to date, that'd be great for me.
Yeah, Squid.
All right. Yep.
The tattoo is classed as like a level up ability, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
All right. I'm thinking that Kabul is the pickpocketing type.
Okay. Nice. Yeah, right. So you figured out that the people in Labyrinth City, they're not super into coin of that as such, but they're into these little golden statues that they keep around on them, and they first of all they fetch a pretty penny, and second of all, the people don't seem to use them as currency. It's more like a you think it might be a religious like protection or something that they do, like people wearing a cross in our whatever, but they keep little golden statues in their pocket, and they're about sort of a couple inches, 3 inches maybe tall, and a rich person might have a half a dozen, or a poor person might have made them out of something other than gold. But yeah, and you've managed to get about a dozen of these things, and they fetch about 30 coin a piece. So
Okay. What are they of? Just do I recognise them?
They appear like to be images of you've been around town a little bit. So there's first of all there's a statue of the angel Tortubel, who is who killed a lot of Titans during the war between the Titans and the gods, and he took a mortal wife, and it's said that his bloodline is somewhere in the mortal race, but nobody knows who or where they are. But there's plenty of temples around town of him, and you've got probably 3 or 4 of him because most people are really into Tortubel.
Okay.
But other than that, they're little statuettes of other gods or, important figures through their history and stuff like that. Yeah, just little religious things.
Okay. I don't have access to the to edit the Google thing, by the way.
Okay, I'll change that. Do you sell them or keep them?
I'm thinking maybe he'll keep he'll keep maybe 2 or 3 of them. Make it 3, and sell the rest.
Okay, so you want 9 by 30 coin. So you've got 270 coin, and you've got 3 statuettes,
Yep.
religious statuettes. The 3 things don't weigh anything in terms of like mechanical weight.
Yep. Okay.
All right, Elvish.
Yep.
Dear Elvish, your wounds from the troll are nearly healed, and you've spent some time around town getting to know the locals, listening to grand stories, and reciting a few of your own. Roll plus charisma. Nothing. You get
Wow.
nothing. It's
Wrecked. Poor Elvish.
Oh well. At least my wounds are
no.
healed.
Yeah.
So can I uncheck that weak and
yes, you can uncheck whatever wounds that you had.
I don't think I've got added access here either.
If you refresh the page, you should now.
Did we start off at level 1?
You did.
So I've leveled up twice, so does that mean I'm level 3 now?
Yes, you are level 3 and you've got 3 XP. I've updated that on your spreadsheet.
Yep.
Yep. And I also gave you the new move, the Mark of the Shade.
Yep.
Alrighty. I guess so. We come into the scene as Romerick steps foot in the glade and has this vision, the vision of the forest covered in black fog, and you realise what exactly it is. What do you do?
I'm out with the party at the moment. I'm with
No,
the forest still.
you've gone off to the forest by yourself.
I head to my family straight away.
Okay. Do you want to describe them? Like, who are your
Yeah,
family
those-
and?
The elementals, remember? I mentioned before.
Yeah, but what exactly are they? What do they look like, and do they talk and things like that?
They don't talk, but they use gestures and stuff to talk. Like I
Yep.
said, there was the rock elemental guy. He was like the main family of Romeric.
Like the patriarch,
I guess.
like your dad kind of thing, or
Oh yeah, like a dad
Yeah.
figure. Yeah.
yeah,
And then there's like all the other little ones, like those. Oh, what was it? Like he had like lots of those little grass things, so like grass rats,
Like an
but
ant?
like yeah, sort of. Yeah, something like that. Like they're a little bit humanoid, but they're purely grass kind of thing,
Yep.
elementally, whatever. Yeah, there's a lot.
Nice.
Just imagine a lot of little elemental things and the big rock dude. That's basically it. They're not like super powerful or anything. They're peaceful things.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you run to where they normally are, and there's quite a lot of the grass elementals crowded around. Does the big rock one? Does he have a name?
No, he's just known as I don't know. They sort of just know each other. They don't call each other by anything.
Okay.
They
So
don't
you
communicate by speak. It's like more of
Yeah.
a intimate thing. Like
Yeah. It's a little more personal than just speech.
yeah.
All right. So he looks worried. As soon as you like sort of see him and see his gestures, he looks worried, and he sort of makes actions to you that there's a danger.
Romerick puts his hands on like the sort of shoulder thing, and like puts his head, like his forehead, against his little central head area. Sort of
Yep.
a way to say like, it's okay. I'll try and do something about this. He'll make that kind of gesture.
Yep. So he. So you've got a pretty fluent like gestural language.
Yeah,
Is that
yeah.
That's right. So he
much,
would
yeah.
sort of speak, but it's in gestures, and you'd know sort of exactly what he's saying. There's no confusion about it.
Nope.
Okay, so he says to you something along the lines of the animals have been attacking. We don't want to kill them, but they're attacking.
Romerick will gesture to find safety and seclude yourselves as best as you can while I try and deal with this problem. I'll do my best
Okay.
not to kill the animals as well.
All right. It agrees with you, and then I'm assuming you would have some kind of gesture that's like an "I love you" kind of gesture, like a bond.
Yeah, the thing I was mentioning before, putting his head against
Yeah.
his kind of thing.
The foreheads together kind of thing.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. So he does that back to you, and then he heads off with all the little grass snips in tow.
One of the grass things goes up to Romerick, and Romerick sort of holds it in his hand, and the grass thing doesn't want to go away, so he sort of just sticks by Romerick.
Okay. Is this your elemental? Is this your animal companion?
Oh no, we already got the what was it? Wasn't it like what was it? I got a pet. I'll put my thing.
Yeah, you have an animal companion.
Oh really? I could actually choose.
Yeah, you can choose.
Okay.
You can choose from that list, or I'll be flexible, and if it's
I'll say like it's
okay.
in that form. Little bear, no. It'll be sort of like a wolf form kind of thing, but yeah.
But it's the wolf form of a grass elemental. Is that right?
Yeah, pretty much. They're not like soft and weak as well. Like they're just grassy textured, but solid
All right.
things.
Can you choose one of those 4 bases? Ferocity, cunning, armor, and instinct.
Okay. So ferocity is like its attack thing, isn't it?
Yep.
Cunning is the stealth thing.
You can see in command it says sort of what they all do. You can add sometimes the ferocity to your damage. You can add sometimes cunning when you're tracking something. You can add its armor to your armor when you take damage sometimes. You can add its cunning when you try and discern realities or when you parlay.
Okay.
And you can add its instinct to yours when someone tries to interfere with you.
I reckon I'll go with the very bottom one.
Ferocity 3.
Yep.
Cunning 1. 1 armor.
That seems to be the most well-rounded one.
And instinct +2. Okay. Choose strength as ferocity. So choose 3 of those strengths.
3 of them. Is that for that companion?
Yeah, for the companion. So there's a list there: fast, burly, huge, calm, adaptable, so on and so forth.
Okay. Wait, so am I choosing
3 of those things? Yeah, you choose 3 strengths, and then you choose, then you choose how many things it knows how to attack, and then also weaknesses after.
As many strengths as ferocity? Okay. It's fast. It's adaptable. I reckon camouflage will be a pretty obvious thing as well.
Okay, and
Actually, can we change? Sorry, can we change fast to quick reflexes?
Yep.
Sorry.
Then choose 1 thing other than humanoids that it's trained to fight. Oh, additional training. Sorry. So
yeah, I was
hunt,
gonna say,
scout, guard, farm.
it's the main thing.
Scout and choose 2 weaknesses.
Let's see. What's flighty?
It runs away from conflict.
Would definitely be one of them. What would be lame? Is that like just weak or something, or?
Has a manky paw or something like that. Like, yeah, it can't. Yeah, it's got an injury, a long-term injury.
I reckon we get. No, it wouldn't be forgetful if it was a scout. Stubborn would be one as well.
Cool. So this is the one that comes with you?
Yep.
Lovely. All right, where are you headed?
I'm gonna head to we'll try and look for the party. My new pet.
Cool. Okay, so I guess we jump back to town. Kabul. You're dealing with some like street merchant or whatever, and you're selling the last of the ones that you intend to sell of these little like idol type things. And you see sort of a little way down the street, Shana sort of stumble out of a tavern, drunk as anything. Yeah, the tavern owner comes out a little bit and says something along the lines of, "You like come back when you've calmed down a bit." Shana, how are you responding to this? Are you like angry about it, or do you have a little bit of a chuckle, or what do you do?
Yeah, I just laugh at the innkeeper.
Yeah, okay. Carbel, what do you do?
I reckon he just kind of approaches Shiner and he's like, "Oh, making friends again, are you?"
Yep, heaps of friends to make here.
And Elvish. So you've been trying to get to know the locals, but you haven't been doing particularly well. Not very well at all. And all right, so we catch end of you. You're running through that same alley. Being now you can feel free to bend this a little bit in your direction, but perhaps being chased by an angry husband of someone that you've been hitting on.
Well, there's been more than a few cultural differences, perhaps.
Cultural differences, I like that.
Between what I'm used to in the less stuck-up societies, you might say. Sort of the more liberal societies in this hick town all the way out in the middle of nowhere. I'm not really too fond of this place anymore. One too many angry husbands who just don't share my opinion on share and share alike.
Angry husband number 12 is chasing you down the street. And Shana, you remember Elvish, but Carbel, I don't think you know who it is. Sort of, what's your opinion of this?
I reckon he's just kind of maybe just slinks into the shadows and just watches from a distance and
all right.
keeps an eye out for any opportunity for gold.
And Shana, what do you do?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh, Carbel's gone. Oh, look, Elvish.
All right, do you come to his protection or whatever? Like, because it looks like Elvish is kind of like the guy's going to fight him if Elvish slows down and he's catching him too.
Yeah.
As I'm running away, I mean, I've got a fair bit of coin here, so I start throwing coin on the ground behind me to try and distract the guy. Also trying to just shed all this dead weight that I've got. Maybe, hopefully, it'll draw in some people from around the place, and they'll sort of make a bit of a crowd between me and this guy.
All right.
So how much coin are we talking here?
Let's see, I've got 350. Grab a handful. It's probably about 25 at least.
Okay, so mark 25 off your sheet.
Shana looks up to this guy and she's like, I
You're
haven't
lying,
slayed the Titan yet.
Hang on, Shannon, you're roboting.
Yeah.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello.
Good.
Hello. Sort of. Go on.
Shana looks up at this guy and yells,
Whoa.
I haven't slayed the Titan yet.
No, you're still bad, man.
I heard Shana looks up at and then robot.
I love how we can hear him typing fluently. Like,
Yeah, I know.
And when he's talking, he's like,
I haven't slayed the Titan yet.
So when
All
the
right.
crowd of people start chasing the money, Carbel isn't really that interested in the coins. He's actually going around and trying to cut people's purses.
Awesome. I think you have a move for this, don't you? Tricks of the trade. When you pick locks or pockets or disable traps, roll plus dexterity. So,
Oh,
well, fantastic. You do it, no problems. Right, so these people, the kind of people that run to money in the street, are not the kind of people that have a lot of coin in their pocket. But here you go. Roll 2d20, and we'll see how much you get.
Oh,
All right, so there's 13 coin, and there's also two more of these little like idol things. They're not made of gold, but they seem to be made of some kind of semi-precious stone, like an opal or something.
yeah.
So yeah, you slink through the crowd quite easily, and the angry dude that's trying to chase after Elvish actually bumps into you and knocks you over in the process of things. Do you do anything?
Yeah, Carbel doesn't take very kindly to being knocked over because he's got total short man syndrome.
Yeah, so, yeah. I remember.
I'm actually thinking he's going to come up with his tribal sword and attack.
Oh, you're just going to attack him?
Yeah. Oh,
so he's like rushing through the crowd, trying to get to. He's yelling after Elvish, and Elvish is merrily skipping away as people get in this bloke's way, and you're just happen to be one of the people who gets in the way, and he throws you down, like sort of thing, as push you out of the way.
I'm thinking it might be just quick enough to grab him by his whatever he's wearing.
Yep.
And he'll just grab a hold of that and maybe like try and slit it with his sword.
As in, take his clothes off, cut his clothes off. Okay, yeah. His shirt just tears away as he walks through the crowd, and he looks back, and you're holding the shirt with a sword in one hand and the shirt in the other. What do you do?
You might just say something like, I think you forgot something.
So, yeah, he looks at you, goes, right, that's it. And he pulls it's not quite a knife, but not quite a short sword, like a machete type thing, out of a pouch on his belt, and which is now sort of more obvious now that you've cut his shirt off. He pulls it out and brandishes that at you and goes to make an attack. What do you do? What does any of you do, by the way? Shana, Elvish, anyone that's there?
I noticed that I'm still holding a pair of undergarments. That may have been the subject of the argument that brought this down in the first place. I quickly throw that to the ground along with all the coins and make good my escape while he's distracted by this other guy.
Awesome. Okay. And Shana?
Can you hear me all right now?
Yeah, mate. Yep.
All right. Cool. Has the guy seen me or noticed me? Who's attacking Carful?
No, not really. He's more concerned with now the bloke that's cut off his shirt.
All right. I'll come up
reason.
behind him and try and disarm him.
Yeah. You're not in melee with him. Disarm's not really a thing.
Okay. Can I?
Let me just. Have you got any kind of moves that would help with that?
No, I don't think so. Power over
deal
others.
damage.
One of my appetites.
It's one of your appetites. Yeah. So roll that. Roll d6 plus d8. Yeah, so the 6 was higher. This is where things get fun. Okay, so you get a partial, and there's a complication about your pursuit of your heedless pursuit of your Herculean appetite. So you come up to this from behind, you kick him in the back of the knees, and he drops to his knees, and then you grab his arm and wrest the knife off him. Do you say anything or?
No.
No, you just take it away from him.
Yeah.
a sort of local guard, like a militia type guy. You know, around this town, they don't have like a soldiers as such because there's nobody to war with. But they have a local militia for dealing with sort of like a police force almost. But yeah, he they have a little horn that they blow, like a a little horn that's like their, you know, like a police whistle in Britain or whatever. Yeah, he blows his horn and draws a sword on you guys, and everybody that was grabbing the money and all the chaos that's happening, everybody sort of shrieks a little bit and scatters, and in the middle, and then everybody clears, and in the middle of this is the three of you with Shana. I'm guessing you're still holding on to the bloke. His arm got him in a compromising position.
Yeah, but I'm just gonna like throw his knife away or whatever, or his machete.